fellow humans of the internet. It's me, Nessa, and this is Squared Circle Addicts. Now, for today's video, the topic that I'm going to be covering is a little bit weird. It's a little bit controversial. In fact, this is probably going to be the weirdest topic that I cover on this channel. At least I think it might be the weirdest, but who knows, because the wrestling industry is ever-changing, and it's always trying to one-up itself, and other promotions are always trying to one-up other promotions. So who the heck knows, maybe I'll say something a little bit weirder, but this is weird, and I feel like I should speak on it, especially from someone who grew up in the Attitude Era. So for starters, if you guys don't already know, if you Google or even search on Twitter Pricilla Kelly, then you'll know right off the bat what I'm talking about. So if you want to go do that first before you watch this video, then stop it here and then go do that and then come back here and then see what I have to say. But if you've already seen said viral video with Pricilla Kelly and you know what I'm talking about, then get yourself all comfy, open up a soda, get some chips, I don't know. Do what makes you comfortable, and I'm going to talk about it. So, again, for those of you who don't know, this weekend there was a match between Pricilla Kelly, who we saw compete on this year's Mae Young Classic, and she faced a wrestler by the name of Tuna, and it was at an indie promotion. I have no idea what the name of this promotion is because every article that I've read about it, every tweet that I've read about it doesn't even say the name of the promotion. All I know is that it was in a suburban area. It looked like it was a bar of some sort because if you watch the video, it's all standing room and the wrestlers like literally have no barricade, no nothing. It's just a floor. So I don't know if it was like at some weird warehouse or I don't know what promotion this was. But either way, it was a wrestling promotion. And in the match, like I said, it was Pricilla Kelly versus Tuna. And at one point during the match, Pricilla Kelly like mounds Tuna, starts slapping her all over the place, and then like she proceeds to reach into her pants. Pricilla Kelly, this is. She reaches into her own pants, not Tuna's pants, but her own pants, and pulls out what looks to be a used tampon. And she takes the used tampon and shoves it in Tuna's face. And that's it. That's what happened. I know it sounds disgusting. Trust me, it sounds disgusting. And this incident caused an uproar. Some people were for it. Some people were against it. Some people were saying that it wasn't necessary. It was just a lot of back and forth. And so what I'm going to try to do is offer my opinion on it. And I don't know, by the end of this video, you can decide whether or not you agree with me or whatever, I don't know. But for me personally, while it was disgusting and while it was a little bit vulgar, I definitely don't think that Pricilla Kelly should be getting the hate that she's getting. And you know, because I'm going through Twitter and I'm reading certain accounts saying that this sets back women's wrestling like 1,000 years and like this is totally unnecessary, especially when women are getting this big push. You know, we had Evolution, the Women's Royal Rumble, you know, whatever it may be, women are seen more as like main eventers now than they ever have been. So a lot of people are saying that something like this is unnecessary in times like we are today. And you know, there's some people that are saying they don't see the big deal, and, you know, even Jim Ross called it disgusting, which is, he's someone that, you know, his words hold merit because a lot of people look up to him because he is, for a lot of us, the voice of our childhood. So for him to say it was disgusting, a lot of people are siding with him. Jim Cornette said that he wishes that Pricilla Kelly would boil in hot water. I don't know, that's a little bit much, I think. But my take on it personally, again, while it was vulgar and disgusting and weird, I, again, don't think that she deserves all the hate that she's getting, simply because I grew up in the Attitude Era, so I saw things like Al Snow's dog dying and Big Boss Man eating it. My friend Chris had to remind me about that, and I was like, I forgot that even happened, but that was a thing. There was a moment where Triple H, for lack of a better word, screwed a corpse known as Katie Vick. I don't know if any of you remember that, but I do. Or how about the time that Mae Young gave birth to a hand? Or the time when Vince McMahon was trying to kidnap and marry his own daughter? Or how about the time when, Vince McMahon would pull down his pants and have people kiss his ass? And that's just in the WWE. In other indie promotions, there's a guy named Joey Ryan, and one of his moves in the wrestling ring is to have his opponent forcefully grab his genitals, and then he does some type of weird, exercise with it while it moves, and nobody complains about that. Same guy, Joey Ryan, and this is no disrespect to Joey Ryan. This is not a dig at him because he is one of my favorite independent wrestlers. I love the guy. I think he's entertaining. Same guy. He takes his, blow pop and he puts it in his pants, and then he forces people to eat it or lick it. And it's like, he does that all the time, and Joey Ryan is someone that is praised in the wrestling industry. A lot of people love him because guess what? He's a damn good wrestler. And I don't see why people are making it a bigger deal than it is. Like I said, yes, it was disgusting, but we have seen disgusting things before. And it's weird because for the majority of the time, people are like, man, I miss the Attitude Era. I miss when wrestling was more edgy. I miss when crazy shit used to happen on wrestling. And then now we get it and we want to pull back and be like, no, and see it as a negative connotation. And I just don't get where that makes any sense. Again, I necessarily wouldn't have agreed to do the spot because that's just weird. Even if it's fake, for lack of a better word, I don't think I would do it just because it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I would put in the situation. But the fact of the matter is, Pricilla Kelly was doing her job. I don't know. Obviously, her and Tuna both agreed to this spot in the match, and I don't know whose idea it was, if it was the promoter's idea or if it was their idea. But the fact of the matter is they were doing their job and they were going out there to get paid. And I know that sounds weird because it's like, oh, you're paying them to do weird things. But at the end of the day, it's entertainment. Wrestling is a form of entertainment, And I know we get hung up on that because we don't like calling it sports entertainment. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. And they were trying to entertain people. Like they say, there's always this thing about reading your crowd, and it was clearly a bar full of a bar or a warehouse full of a bunch of drunk people and people that are yelling and being belligerent. And I'm not saying those people are bad, but I'm just saying maybe Pricilla and Tuna thought that, that was the right moment and that was the right time to do something this crazy. We don't know the whole situation, and therefore I think we shouldn't jump to a conclusion right away, or not really a conclusion, but a judgment on these wrestlers, and more specifically on Pricilla, because I've heard people saying oh, this girl just ruined her career. Maybe not. Maybe this will open up the doors more for her, because she even said, at the end of the day, people are knowing about me, because guess what? I'm pretty sure a lot of people, the mass majority, don't follow independent promotions unless they're diehards, and again, I don't mind diehards because I'm one myself, but you wouldn't necessarily know these things if you weren't following it. But the fact that this went viral, now everyone's gonna know who Pricilla Kelly is, and sure, she may be forever remembered as the tampon girl, but if she's okay with that, then who are we to talk crap about it? Again, I just don't get these mindsets of these wrestling fans begging for edgier stuff and, whatnot, and then they get edgier things, and then again, like I said, they pull back. Or people that love Joey Ryan and condone Joey Ryan for doing it, But then a minute a woman does something that insane, it's like, oh, you're a disgrace to women's wrestling, and how dare you? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Am I crazy? Do you agree with me? Is it not really a big deal? Or do you think this sets a bad tone for women's wrestling? Is it setting it bad? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below. Until next time, guys, I will see you. I have a couple ideas for Friday's video, so I'm not necessarily sure which one I am going to do. But be sure to hit the bell. That way you know that I post a video, and give this video a thumbs up. I don't know, a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get any thumbs downs. But take care, guys. Stay safe, stay happy, but most importantly, stay addicted to the squared circle.